Hi, AP government test takers. I am so proud of you guys for getting through this last quarter, getting through all the required material, and then still taking the AP test. So I'm really proud of you. I'll help you with anything that you need. Uh, if you have any questions for tonight or for tomorrow, please ask. Please review my documents that I put up there. I put up over 50 essays from Unit 1, 2, and 3 that you can look at and review and practice on. I posted the do's and don'ts for the essay in getting your area ready, to get ready early, to be there 15 minutes beforehand, to have your notes organized, have notes that will make you feel comfortable. If you need 10 pages or less notes, that's fine. Just make sure you don't fumble around and look for things. Make sure you have the things at your material. And I would basically start with the essay. Number one is an argument essay. It's going to have three documents. It's going to have one of the foundational documents, so have that right there. Make sure you have what the document was about, the name of the document, who wrote it, the purpose of the document, and what the main arguments are of the documents, because you're going to need to use that and explain that in your essay. Also have the Supreme Court cases right by there. There's going to be 14 of them that you must use or know. They have said Citizens United is not going to be part of the uh, test because it's in Unit 5, but I have it there. Put it there. Make sure you know it. It was in that essay that we did on Friday. So I worry that when they say it's not going to be there, I just be prepared. Know the 15 and have those there first, because you can use the Supreme Court cases, you can use the required documents, and then for any other evidence, you can use what you know from knowledge from any of the Civil Rights Acts, any of the laws that have been passed, any of the basic knowledge about the Constitution you can put in there for the argument essay. The constructive essay is going to be typically about interactions between branches, between Congress and the president, with the judicial branch and bureaucracy. So Unit 2 is going to be the second essay, and you're probably going to see some Supreme Court case question in there, just because I think they're really pushing to put it in there. They did it with the Johnson Amendment versus Citizens United. So do expect some kind of Supreme Court case involved in that constructive essay. Remember, in the essays, for the argument essay, you must have a thesis, and the thesis has got to basically go through the prompt, and then you must say this because, and then one to two reasons why that. So the expanded powers of the national government hinder policymaking because blank and blank. The expanded powers of the national government benefit policymaking because two reasons. Then you need to use the evidence. So one has got to be one of the required documents. It might be Brutus 1, might be the Constitution, Federalist 10, Federalist 51. Any of them could be used. They're going to list three items there. Please have them there, know them. Do not get confused between Federalist 10 and 51. Know who wrote them, know what they said, describe them. So you need to describe what that said and then relate it to your prompt. This is showing the need for expanded powers. So you might put Articles of Confederation was very weak, described the weaknesses, couldn't tax, couldn't regulate trade, couldn't resolve disputes. There was nobody to enforce the laws. There's nobody to interpret laws. Couldn't raise an army. Shays Rebellion. Do that in a couple sentences and say, because of these weaknesses, it showed the need for expanded powers of the federal government. And then with this, the Articles of Confederation prove that expanded powers of the federal government, national government, benefit policymaking, because the expanded powers would allow us to tax, expanded powers would allow us to regulate trade, expanded powers would do this. Make sure you tie it to the prompt, tie it to the thesis. Then you go to the second piece of evidence, and that could be from any of the documents, but you can't use the same one twice. So if you use the Constitution, you can't use it again. If you use Brutus 1, you can't use Brutus 1 again. You have to use one of the other documents. There's three of them listed. Or you could use anything else, like a Supreme Court case or any other law, anything else from your knowledge from the court case. Again, describe it, relate it to the prompt, relate it to the thesis. Make sure you get all your points. Most people can get the thesis, but remember, if you don't have a thesis and you skip the thesis and the because, you lose basically at least 4 points. So you must have a thesis. That's got to be there. Have to have the because statement and the reasons why. And then tie everything together and do that. You should explain the document to not just say Federalist 51 is about checks and balances. You're not going to get any. You need to explain the checks and balances and how that relates to the prompt and related to the prompt of expanding national powers. And then take that and say, Federalist 51, this evidence proves that expanded powers of the national government benefit policymaking. So you need to do both of those. And for every piece of evidence, you need to describe it related to the prompt, related to the thesis. Do not go to evidence three, four, and five. Only need two pieces of evidence, two specific pieces of evidence, and go with it. Do not add four and five. I would get confused if you were going political parties and then you go somewhere else. Stay with political parties, describe them what you're doing, describe that, relate it to your prompt, relate it to the thesis, but only have two pieces of evidence in there. With the constructive essay, make sure that you are describing things, explaining things, 3 to 5 sentences. Use, if it says partisan, if it says party polarization, that's Democrat, Republican, use today's current situation. Use, will this law pass? If you said in that one constructive essay that Congress should pass a law to revoke the Johnson Amendment, great answer. That would resolve the issue of the interest group. The interest group will be very happy for you. They'll vote for you. They'll think you're wonderful. Will that pass with partisan divisions? And the answer is no, that would not pass because the House is controlled by the Democrats, the Senate's controlled by the Republicans, the president is controlled by the Republicans, but it would never pass. It would never pass Nancy Pelosi. She wouldn't even bring it up for a vote. It wouldn't pass committee. None of the committee chairmen would have it for a vote. And even if it was brought up in the Senate, you probably would see a filibuster in the Senate by Dick Durbin or any of the other Democratic senators that would filibuster that amendment so it wouldn't pass. Now, you can make up an example and you can say, well, if Congress was controlled by the Republicans and the Democrats were in charge of the president would veto that law. That's fine. But use today, use the current situation. That's the party divisions, that's party polarization, and you can do that. One sentence answers will not get it. You need to describe, explain characteristics, examples, give your knowledge to it. Most of you are very good with giving one sentence answers. You know the definitions, you know what the topic is, expand on it, go it, get that five, get the five. So, you tonight, tomorrow, if you want to look at videos and review things, I've got them posted. So, I've got videos on every single Supreme Court case. I've got videos on all the documents. I've got everything listed for you guys that if you need to go over essays, do that. If you have questions for me, text me, email me. I 480-241-3888. You can email me, cguy@susd.org. Um, I'll be in office hours tomorrow at 11 to 12. I'll be giving the people that didn't take the essay tomorrow, but I'll be there to answer any of your questions. I'll be there to answer your questions. I'm going to be praying, thinking of you at 1 to 2. I'll be hoping and wishing you good luck. Do not talk to me about the test. Do not talk to anybody about the test. Do not Google answers. Do not share answers. Do not have open folders or open source. Make sure that you have things just on your computer, just on you, that are not shared with anybody else. Remember, do not Google any answers. Do not cut and paste. But have your notes. It's open note. It's open book. Have your notes there. Be ready for it. You should know what's in each of the documents. You should know what the cases are. You can have those printed out and have those things there for you. I hope you all, give you all my love. I miss you all. Good luck. If you need anything from me, let me know. I'm here for you. I'm here supporting you. So please, if you need anything, let me know. Good luck. I know you will do great. I know you've learned so much. You've done a great job. There are essays on how to write the essays. Look at those, review those, whatever you need. The resources are there. We're supporting you. I know it's been a tough time, and I know this has been like one of the worst situations ever, but I also know you're resilient. I know you're tough. I know you're strong. I know you guys can do it. You guys are an amazing class, and thank you for being such a great class. Good luck, and I will be talking to you soon. Thank you.